YouTube people, what is going on? Solo live stream. It has been a long time since I have done a solo live. I don't even remember the last time I've done a solo live. So we're going to knock the rust off a little bit. A little impromptu. Just got home. Was down doing some family stuff. Had a little birthday gathering for some family members tonight. So just got back, just got out of the car. And yeah, firing up the camera on the eve of the first full NFL Sunday. My Cleveland Browns, I'm sure, will have a magnificent season. Nothing could possibly go wrong with a Cleveland sports team, especially a football one. No hate here. One Mr. Ben Burrows against Jeremy Lee. I actually forgot that the timing of this. I don't plan on being live super long. We'll see how it goes. But this is just a little knock the rust off. See what the peoples are up to tonight. Just kind of burn through some Q&A and chat, just kind of hang out for a little bit. I have no real agenda here, so if you guys drive us into a certain direction, that's the direction that we will go. But yeah, NFL season starts tomorrow. Let me get to this comment real quick. Let me catch up real fast. I don't want to pull a Dustin and be 20 minutes behind on comments, 3 minutes in. What's up, Abel? Mike Petty in the house. Got the chance to meet Mike Petty at the National this past year. One of the bucket list folks that I had on my list of people to finally meet in person. I still haven't met the other big ones. I knocked Victor, the rookie card specialist, off this year. I still have not met Orlando, a collector's dream, and I still have not met Mike from Junk Wax. Are two of the bigger ones that I have yet to track down. Clippers, always Clipper. Oh, yes, this comment. So funny enough, I have in my Dynasty Football League, I've been in this league for, at least 15 years probably. In that league, I have Jalen Hurts, A.J. Brown, and Devontae Smith all on the same team. And it is a quandary most weeks to start both A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith. But usually I do, because it's just, my other option is Chris Godwin, who's hurt right now. So the Hurts side of that equation was pretty good. Starting both A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith in the same lineup is a little bit of a rough start. And I also have Devontae Smith in the Content Creator League, also paired up with Jalen Hurts, now that I think about it. And that team is off to a slow start against one Mr. Ziggy, who I'm sure we are making YouTube content. I'm sure Ziggy will appear in the chat at some point in time. Just to cause chaos. Did you see Mr. Ben Burrows? Have you seen the updated price on the 77 Luke Skywalker auto? It has jumped once again. I'll pull this card up here in a second. Let me just scroll through chat really quickly. Don't think there's a sports card live tonight. Oh, Jeremy Lee is not live tonight. I thought he usually goes live at like 10 or 11 or something. I know it's late. Sometimes I catch it right before I go to bed. Like and subscribe. Always correct. Why do I hate Sherm? Because he's tall, Ben. Because he's very tall. Well, then I picked a good night to do this. Then, if Sports Card Live is dark, I've been wanting to do one of these for a while, and it just has not worked out for various different reasons. So, which Browns running? None. 0 is the right answer. When it generally comes to fantasy questions and they're in regards to how many Browns players to roster, typically the lower the number, the better. Thinking about how to make money off Charlizards and electric mice. So it's real easy. Let me break down Pokemon for you. You buy it, okay? Step 1, you buy it. Singles, PSA 10 slabs, boxes, whatever. You buy it, okay? Step 1. Step 2, you put it on a shelf, like right there, or there's some down there. You set it on a shelf, and then you do nothing. You just wait. And in this market, you wait like 3 days, and it's gone up 20%. That's it. End of story. Simplest thing ever. You just buy it, and then you just don't do anything with it. Just don't open it, whatever you do. Who buys the Clippers? That seems like a little bit of a mess. Let me guess. I'll have to. So yes, yes. Annoying. I do not know who is collector. I do not know who collector Charles is. What? I am not a vintage guy. He's a real showstopper. I don't know. Am I supposed to know who collector Charles is? What's more likely, Travis Kelce Swift or Taylor? Oh, 100% Travis Kelce Swift. Let me pull this card up real quick that me and Ben are talking about. That is not the right. All right, come on, Rob. Try to remember how to do this. Share your screen. There we go. My God, am I rusty? This bad boy. This ends tomorrow night on Fanatics Collect. 1977 Luke Skywalker, Mark Hamill auto, but we have a amazing inscription on this bad boy with a "May the Force be with you" inscription. A decent auto. It's not streaky or anything. It's not the cleanest in regards to reading it, but the inscription looks pretty good. And this is currently at $5,200 now, plus buyer's premium. So that does not even include buyer's premium. I did bid on this once and got outbid. So we'll don't know that we're going to go back in on this. I would have to pull this one off. I mean, I could pull this one off. I don't know that I want to pull this one off. Yeah, buyer's premium is not cheap. I would probably have to take like an arena club and a courtyard sponsorship to bring this one down. So I don't think that one's happening. I don't think that one's happening. Now, the reason that I'm even in the game on this is so I have a copy of this card already. It's not inscribed. It is a 10 auto. It's a pretty clean looking copy. I picked it up at the National. I mean, if you watch my content, you've seen this card as I make the rookie mistake of turning away from the microphone and talking at the same time. Where is... Yeah, so I have... Let me... Hold on. This is amateur hour here. Good Lord. So I have this version of it, which actually the Mark Hamill auto on this one actually looks better. So the theory was I could buy that one for a reasonable amount of money, but that obviously seems like that's not going to happen. And then I could sell that one for, I don't know, Ben Burrows would probably pay me like $3,000 for that one. And then that would knock off a big chunk off of that. But yeah, the 20 that already at $5,200 with the buyer's premium not being included in that. Yeah, that's probably already out of the land that I want to get into. Especially if I didn't already have at least one, maybe it would be a little bit of a different story. But buyer's premium is what Fanatics, not just Fanatics Collect, a lot of auction houses use buyer's premium. Excuse me. It's essentially the reverse of like, how there's eBay fees of like 13%. In this case, you're paying the eBay fees and the seller doesn't have any fees. And in some cases, the seller can even actually get a chunk of the buyer's premium if the item's good enough on super high-end stuff. Probably not stuff like this. I don't know. Am I supposed to know who Collector Charles is? I would have to rob Arena Club and Courtyard ad dollars. Doesn't even move the needle. Why would I sell Pokemon when it just keeps going up? Why would you sell? You don't sell Pokemon. You just let it sit on shelves and you watch the numbers go up on a spreadsheet. You don't ever actually sell it. No, that is not something that I would sell off some Pokemon for, because you are right. able. I 100% could just reach back on a shelf behind me, because the money tree is the Pokemon sealed product that you have laying around. I could just go over to the money tree either here or in storage and grab uh something from the money tree and cash it in and buy the card for sure. I've actually been debating what the end goal is for the Pokemon sealed collection. Because it's getting a little out of control, to say the least. 38 boxes of Paldea Evolved, like booster boxes or ETBs, because that's pretty good. And depending on, well, I guess it depends on your cost basis how good it is, but do I think wax prices will ever come back to Earth? No. As long as breakers are around, no. Nope, 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 nope. It's just a way to get better items to the website, essentially. Why they do it that way. I'm not a big fan of buyer's premium, but with all formats of repacks, do you anticipate a sharp decline as we head into the winter months? I don't know about a sharp decline. At some point in time, you would think you would hit market saturation on these things, especially with everybody popping them up. I think what's going to happen is the good ones are going to rise to the top and the bad ones are going to fall away. Like, I think where this is heading eventually, there's probably only going to be a handful, and I don't know how long this is going to take, but like actual physical repacks, they will exist because they kind of have to. But I feel like only a handful are really going to survive this new world order that we're in repacks. And it feels like the digital repacks are going to be the ones that like stand above the rest. And I think it's really going to be the big three of Arena Club, Courtyard, and Power Packs. Now, we haven't really seen a lot from the PSA GameStop thing, but I'm just assuming if PSA and GameStop are involved with the customer bases that both those products have, or both those entities have, I just don't see how that thing fails. And the stuff that I have heard on the streets in regards to how the first run of Power Pack stuff went seems like it was extremely successful. So, and I mean, PSA has a direct line to inventory, so they could pretty much get whatever they want for it. My Pokemon said it was around 103K last month, and now I'm up to 155K. So in 1 month, my Pokemon collection went up about 50K. Kind of Looney Tunes numbers. Yeah, mine's not that extreme, but I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I got the first Lord of the Rings auto with the Ian McKellen at Neo, did I miss Brian Gray's huge announcement from about 6 months ago to a year ago? I was hoping it was a takeover of BGS. No, he never really made it. I think this is 1000% me speculating. I think he was hoping to take on some sort of role at Fanatics, and I don't know if that panned out. He is, whether he'll admit it or not, he is 1000% buying, at least in some degree, for Fanatics for repacks. So I don't know if whatever he had cooking fell through, or maybe he just changed his mind. That could obviously happen as well. But I think it was something Fanatics related. I just don't know what. But he is like third party working for them in regards to like repack buying. I don't know that all the buying he does is for them. He could buy for multiple people. That's the way a lot of those guys work. So it just kind of depends. Oh, Dan the Cardman has a Christopher Lee. Interesting. I don't know if that's the one. Someone DM me one, and I don't know if that's it or not. I haven't had time to look at it. I was driving when I got the information. If I'm a cousin's kid away or closer, I'm buying a lot of those cards and asking the sign of Thanksgiving. He charges, I think I just saw it the other day, when he does cons, and he does not do many cons at all. And when he does do cons, he sells limited slots. I think it's about $500 an auto. I don't know what he charges for an inscription on top of that. Boy, this is a really good question, Michael. This is a question that I ask myself about 5 times a week, at least. What is the eventual exit strategy for Pokemon? Sell all at once or discount or one piece at a time? Um, I would probably, unless I was targeting a big purchase, I think what I would like to do, at least this is what I've been bouncing around, is cash out a big chunk of it and buy something really high end, like a grail type, like a grail of grail type items. Something that I would normally never be able to afford in the collectible space specifically. Because I have almost tripled up on all the money I've put in the Pokemon. I'm very close to, not quite tripling up, like 2.5x, I think. So I don't know that I just want to sell like $1,000 here and $1,000 there and just go buy like random crap with it. I would rather be like, okay, I'm gonna cash out 20K and go buy, and this is what I've been thinking about. I've been thinking about this for a while, is get like a 1.5 to 2.5 AF15. Because it's probably the only way I'd ever be able to afford an AF15. So I would like to a decent chunk of the goal, assuming nothing happens in the day-to-day life that I need to cash it out for that, because obviously I would if that was the case. Um, but do something like that with it. Take a chunk of it, cash it out, and go buy some major thing. And an AF15 has been the thing that has been bouncing around in my mind for a while. I would really like to own one. And I'm not even like I'm a bigger X-Men guy than Spider-Man guy, but as a comic book nerd, just having an AF15 in the collection would be obviously a massive centerpiece. There's not a ton of them out there. I don't think it's going to age as well as sealed Pokemon. Well, I don't know, because this whole current Pokemon market is crazy. But something like that. And my mind can change on what I go after, but I have really been thinking about an AF15 for a while. And the target date for it would probably be Heroes Con in 2026. That's in June. That would be a book that I would want to buy in person. And I would want to look at it, check it out, do my due diligence on it, etc. But it would be one that I'd want to have in my hands to really look it over in person versus images online, unless it was coming from someone that I trust. But that's kind of the thought process on it. I mean, like, I could cash out and get like a PSA 1 mantle or something like that, but I would rather, myself personally, and this is just me, I would rather own an AF15 than a 52 mantle. That's just me. Not saying I wouldn't want to own a 52 mantle, but if I don't own either and you're telling me to choose, I would take an AF15 over a 52 mantle. Yeah, I think so too, Ben. Depending on the item that you were having signed. Yeah, you could. I don't know if he limits like how many people can sign. I think he only does like smaller cons in California, from what I remember. Just playing a little catch up on chat here so we don't pull a Dustin. Later, Ben. I will not be streaming in 5 hours. AF15, for those that don't know, Amazing Fantasy 15. First appearance of Spider-Man. Oh, I see. Carddeal.com already offered it. Yeah, that's kind of the thought. Like, they haven't really done anything. Like, comics, I've been debating doing actual comic book video, and just kind of like how I did the iconic card video, and just kind of check in on like what um iconic books have been doing, like a Hulk 181, an X-Men one, ASM 300, some other like early run Avengers stuff, early run Fantastic Four stuff, some like real Silver Age grails, and see how they've been performing, because I think it's been pretty stagnant. Maybe I could poke Swaggle and have him do an index video. He hasn't done one in a while, but it just feels like that stuff's completely flat and it hasn't really moved. Now, to be fair, I don't know what causes a catalyst in it. Maybe the new Avengers movies. I don't know. It's a little bit tricky, but that market has definitely been flat, and it is something that I have been looking at. Speaking of looking at, I gotta double check something on eBay real quick. Some things that I am watching. What does it say? Oh, it was 18 minutes ago. Okay, that's why. All right. Cool. 15 is safer than an AR-15. I get it. I understand why you would say that, collector's dreams. Oh yeah, I mean for sure, Cardale. If you have photos of it, DM it to me on Instagram or Twitter or whatever is the easiest way to get at me. Even if you're not ready to sell it yet, I would just be curious just to see it, just to see what it looks like. You can email them to me too. My email address for the channel is in the description of. I don't know if it's in the description of the lives, but any regular video that you click on, there's an email address in there that you could send it to. I mean, doing something locally would be amazing. But yeah, send me photos of it. I don't know, is it in pretty decent shape? Or actually, you can, if it's freshly graded, just post the cert number if you don't mind. You could just post the cert number, and I could just look up the cert number on CGC's website, because they'll have scans. Whatever's easier for you, it don't matter. If you don't want to share the cert number, you can just throw photos too. Whatever is simplest, it doesn't matter. I don't think we've never met, right? I feel like you said you've seen me at shows before, but we've never actually chatted in person. Is that correct? I know that you're local to me. I remember that. That was him posting, right? Oh, what you send, Derek? It seems like sales prices so far, though extremely limited, would be have been decent enough. Not like crazy, but strong enough. Oh, okay. Yeah, I get a lot of flybys like, hello, hey, love the content, a little quick fist bump or whatever. But I can't keep track of everybody. I'm terrible with names. Terrible with names. And this doesn't help because, and I've said this, anyone that's talked to me in person, I usually talk about this. When you're on social, you have people's real names, you have their Instagram names, if their IG handle is one thing, and then sometimes their YouTube name is different. So it's like you have to almost remember like 4 names for one person, and I'm bad enough remembering one name for one person. I'm good with faces. Someone will walk up and I'll be like, "Hey, we met at the Philly show 3 years ago." I'll remember that, but just don't ask me your name. That I'm not always the great at. PSA bought 4 cards from a submission that just finished, paid well. So you got the new Outer Limits, you got the new instant offers thing that we talked about earlier this week with the just popping up the buyer cards. That's I get it if people don't like it because of the whole separation of church and state thing. Like, I could respect that. I think it's fine. I'm not concerned about that at all. But if you are, so be it. I think it's gonna have, I don't know if major is the right word. It is going to have ripple effects. I think PSA offers is going to be a disruptor, I'll say. in the space to some degree or another. Whether it's, and it could be a lot of different angles to it, whether it's it just sucking inventory out of the market and it's going into the repack vortex that those, so like for example, I mean Outer Limits just sold 4 cards straight to PSA or through PSA offers. It's not necessarily PSA buying them, though they could be for power packs. Um, that's 4 cards that he probably would have thrown up on eBay or sold at a local show or done something else with that are now never going to, I shouldn't say never going to see the light of day, but they're going to head into the repack vortex for a while, the black hole. And God knows when they come out. So that's like on a micro scale. I think you're going to continue to see that. I think the whole PSA offers thing, both buyers and sellers are going to leverage that at shows to their own, whatever works the best for them, just like most things in the world. But it's almost like a second thing you have to check now. You know, like you check the comp of the card and then you check PSA offers, and PSA offers are not perfect because keep in mind, if I pick up the phone and I scan a card and it gives me a PSA offer, that does not mean that is the amount I am going to get by the time I send that card in. That's if the card was sitting in the vault, what you could get. And the offers change quite frequently. I'm just curious. I have my Ichiro PSA 9 rookie refractor here. I was just going to scan it real quick to see what they offer on this, if anything. So I don't know what comps are on this card. So they're offering me $976 on that Ichiro refractor. And I don't know view pricing. I never know how accurate their stuff is. The one is not sold for a while, at least according to their history. But theirs is just pulling eBay. I don't even remember what I paid for that. The last sale on here, anyways, was $888 on July 1st, and then $1,000 on June 11th. So if that's the most current comps on it, a 900 and what did I say it was? $975 offer seems pretty solid. I don't know. I've fallen behind on chat again. Yeah, I think that's how most people are using PSA comics right now. Just like throwing random kind of like ultra modern flip stuff, variant cover stuff. I mean, that's kind of what we were just talking about, Abel. Thoughts on Cooper Flag 1 and 2, whether existing Cooper Flag cards going to hold any value after Fanatics resales. I think Cooper Flag is going to be good. I think Cooper Flag is going to be ridiculously overpriced, just like every other hot NBA rookie. His stuff will be even worse because he's going to have the Topps Fanatics pump on top of it. It does help that he's on the Mavs and they're going to be a little bit better team than a normal junk team that a high draft pick would go to. Existing Cooper Flag cards will probably take a massive hit because one, they're college uniform at best, and the Fanatics NBA stuff will just crush it once they come online, in my opinion. I mean, you could go back and look at data. I would say go back and look at Wemby stuff. Wemby's first Bowman stuff, both the auto and the non-auto stuff, slowly kept coming down over time. The further you got in the Prism and other NBA releases coming out, Wemby stuff tanked. Caitlin Clark stuff done the same thing once she got licensed stuff out there. So we have like, you could legitimately sit down with like Market Movers or Card Ladder and do the research on that because we have Victor and Caitlin as two very viable examples for it. Or you could look at like, what is Jaden Daniels? Now it's different because it's unlicensed versus college. I would use Victor and Caitlin as the two good examples there. Oh, Yamamoto almost had a no-no. Hey, not all the offers are going to be winners. It just depends. Wow, that's a hell of a blow. I don't think they will, Abel. I think it's too hard for him. Honestly, that's yeah. I've been talking about it for a while. PSA, love them, hate them, whatever them. Call them Monopoly, call them evil, call them the Death Star, call them the Evil Empire. They're willing to spend the money. I am sure the PSA offers thing was not cheap to build out, and they're willing to put the money up front and spend it on the tech to make these things happen. None of the other grading companies have shown a willingness to spend money at all. I mean, SGC got to the point where this prior to them selling, SGC basically got to the point of saying, okay, we're at this level. To go to the next level, to level up the company, we have to dump a ton of money into it. And they went, no, I'm just going to cash out. Beckett hasn't spent a dime, at least public facing, in God knows how long. CGC, they're trying to hire graders. I saw Suze share like a post that they're trying to hire graders, but they have had no meaningful upgrades, and their back end stuff is messy to say the least. CGC is very tech hampered from what I've seen with my own two eyes, from what I've heard chatting with folks, and they just don't. I don't know that they don't. It doesn't seem like they want to spend the money to fix the problems. So maybe someone will. I don't know. I don't necessarily see it because the other problem too is with that you have to have if you're going to implement something like say CGC made CGC offers. The problem is someone has to want the CGC cards for their products. And I don't know that that exists to the degree that PSA offers does. So most CGC stuff outside of TCG comps like shit. So how are they ever going to get a good offer for it? That's part of the problem as well. Yeah, and that could be the case, but I think a lot of the stuff's going to get skimmed off the top. It's 100% coming. It is 1000% coming. It'll probably be next year, but it is 100% coming. I mean, I've talked to Elizabeth, the president of Pop Culture, multiple times on the channel, and we've talked about that. It is 1000% coming. I think I don't remember if Ryan Hogan and I talked about that when I had him on. But all that stuff is eventually going to trickle down the comics. It's just a matter of when, not if. Maybe. I mean, but like if you could just instantly get cashed out at a very fair number, why are you going to get cute? You know, I think it's going to pull some of the inventory out. Hey, what's up, Scott? I am eyeing Batman Metal. I just saw the release date got pushed back again. I've actually had a page open on it, keeping an eye on it. I thought it was supposed to come out in like 2 weeks, and now I saw that David Adams and Steel City pushed the date back to October 1st. So I wouldn't mind just getting like a box or two to open. I think it'll be fun. But we really haven't seen a ton about that product yet. And in pure upper deck fashion, uh, they are all over the place with the release date. No, Beckett has been dead quiet since that. Really, I've heard some back end stuff on Beckett. I mean, I teased it at the what video was that? The post national kind of grading roundup video that I did. I had mentioned in that video that Beckett was up to some stuff. I think they're still up to some stuff. I thought we would see it by now. So I don't know if they've canceled the plans on what they were up to, or it just got delayed. It's Beckett, so God only knows. It could be either or. It could be that it totally got scrapped, or that it could be that it's taking them longer to implement than what they thought. I thought we would see what I was teasing by now. We have not yet. And I haven't heard anything, any updates since the national in regards to uh, if they're still on track to do what they were doing. That's the most that I could say. PSA sets any rules they want, and it shouldn't work that way. Then don't use them. I mean, you're not. There are other options out there. They're not great, but there are other options out there. You could use TGC and Beckett if you want to. You don't have to play by PSA rules. Just don't grade with them if it upsets you that much. I don't follow soccer stuff super close, so no, I have not saw that Messi stuff has gone crazy. I just assume it's just like everybody else going up. Like all the goats are seeing a lot of run up right now. I don't know if I've ever watched the entire WNBA game. Period. Full stop. They do indeed let you buy them back. Manu, the good old 99 newsstand. Do you have any inflated CGC books that you're spinning around in circles on your desk? Didn't she get like suspended for half a game? I feel like that was a thing. Did she not just get suspended for like a half a game? I don't know what she did. I just saw like the Instagram thing and scrolled past it. No spinning CGC slabs. CGC, man. They just cannot get out of their way in the comic book space. It is what did she actually do? Can someone give me like the Cliff Notes version on whatever it is that Angel Reese did? Because I honestly don't know. Oh, she was talking crap about her own team. That's kind of funny. Michael Ham in the chat. What's up, Michael Ham? My fellow off center co-host. Michael Ham, you gonna go to Fanatics Fest next year? You gonna make it happen? Victor the rookie card specialist. Oh, look at all the YouTubers all coming out at once. Manu will get we'll give him a content creator badge since he's not really an official YouTuber. He told a reporter the teammates suck, and they suspended her for that. How soft. That's pretty weak. So what did she get suspended for? Swinging on people or for running her mouth? If it was just for running her mouth, that's pretty weak. I mean, LeBron basically said the same thing about the Cavs at some points in times when he was on the team. I mean, I can argue the Clark bubble has already burst. Her stuff was taking a significant hit with the injury by a mile. Do I have? What do I? I'm looking behind me because I kind of want to open something. I'm trying to see what I have on the shelf behind me that I am willing to open. I don't really have anything super expensive other than Pokemon, and I am not opening Pokemon. I do actually. I have a Dan Dos Santos sealed Marvel Masterpiece box, but that is not getting opened. I could open a box of Marvel Platinum, maybe. Crack a CGC slab open, no. Should we open a box of Marvel? I have 2 boxes of Marvel Platinum. I have 2 boxes of Spider-Man Metal. I have a box of Dan Dos Santos. That's not getting opened. I don't like you guys that much. That's getting stacked away. Uh this is, I mean, yeah, we kind of talked about this earlier. It is kind of wild that cards, both sports and Pokemon, are seeing wild run ups, and comic books are just dead. Just dead. I don't have any Evolving Skies. Do not have any Evolving Skies, unfortunately. I did not win the EQL for Chrome WWE. For Finest, you mean? I assume you're talking about Finest. Oh, I have plenty of Magic boxes down there. I have let me hold on. Hang on, everybody. Going for a zoom. So those are, we got 3 Final Fantasy collector boxes, a Lord of the Ring collector box, 2 Tarkir Dragonstorm collector boxes, a Brothers War collector box, and some Dominaria United collector boxes are all sitting back there. And then on the lower shelf, I have some. That's all my that's my Magic shelf. And then there's some Marvel Platinum boxes, some Prism Megas. I'm not opening Prism Megas. That's asking to be punched in the face. And then a little prismatic Pokemon Center ETB. Some Lost Origins boxes right there. What are those things these days? Like $800 a pop or something stupid? Let me zoom back out here. Get readjusted. I don't know that I want to rip Spider-Man Metal. What is a Spider-Man Metal box even going for these days? Let me price check this stuff before I start willy-nilly and opening things. Let's see. Spider-Man Metal. Looks like they're going for about 350, 350, 340, 350. I thought everything good has been pulled out of Spider-Man Metal. What's Marvel Platinum going for? Get all these stupid masterpieces. Nonsense. Wow, Marvel Platinum is only like 270, 280, 300 a box. I'm surprised by that. I'm really surprised by that. I thought it would be more. That seems cheap. I would like to go big on Spider-Man MTG, but I'll probably mostly just buy singles, to be honest. We'll open some. Let me see. I'm gonna swing the camera around real quick. I'll degen a little bit for you. I am planning on going after the Spider-Man Secret Lair. Yes. I think is that next week or the week after? I don't remember. Please hold as we adjust the camera. No, I do not use Kurtz. I'm a microfiber guy. Yeah, it's sitting right here. Microfiber. We got the Manny Ramirez piece on the desk at the moment with the Ichiro refractor. I went baseball theme. I've had this up for a hot minute and pull the mic down a little bit here. Please hold. All right, we'll start with platinum and see how it goes. I gotta get hashtag the penny sleever. Where are we at? Boom. I need to see some more previews on the Marvel 75 set. It looks okay. I haven't loved a lot of the top stuff that they've done to this point. I don't even remember what the chases are out of here. It's been so long since I opened a platinum box. I did, Raymond. It had some clickbait SGC thumbnail on it. It was out earlier this week. It blows my mind. You know, I said this in a video. I think I've said everything in a video. The fact that this box is basically $300 and Topps Chrome Marvel is like, I don't even know what those boxes are right now. 600 to 800 makes no sense because it's basically the same product in all reality. I just know there's a bunch of numbered cards in here. Like a million numbered cards in this product. Like I would much rather rip 3 of these, I think. Like 2 to 3 of these than someone price check me a Topps Chrome Marvel box. 2025, the new one. Not Sapphire, just regular. Oh, we got the Venom on the back. Hit is in the, I don't remember where the hits are. I don't care. It's not that serious. Let me drop the camera down a little bit and give a little zoom. I remember this set is all about the crazy parallels. Little cap action. All right, we got a Spider Girl refractor. We got a Storm. I don't know if that's a purple or what. Namor Ray Wave to something something. I thought, yeah, Blue Rainbow. Okay, at least they put the what it is on the back of the card. Out of $7.99. God, the numbering on this set. Teal Wave out of $7.99. I believe, generally speaking, Marvel Platinum are usually the QC's pretty good on it. Great looking Venom card. I'll sleeve up at the end unless we hit something banger. I don't know that I see some gold, maybe yellow. Artwork. Oh, I gotta pull that comment off. I didn't even realize. I forgot I was blocking half the screen with the comment. All right. Refractor of War Machine. Not too bad. Little Rocket Raccoon. Looks like a blue of some shape or form. And then a gold something or other of Colleen Wing. $3.99. Yellow Spotlight. So not gold at all. So 2 numbered cards. What is this one? Blue Rainbow. Okay. They must have printed the crap out of these with this numbering. Oh, we got a red. I don't remember. See, I'm in the Topps mindset. I see a red, and I think it's like going to be a refractor to 5, and I don't believe that is the case here. Oh, nice little Carnage, little Mark Bagley Carnage refractor. Night Thrasher, and a color match Red Guardian. What is this one? Yellow Rainbow, and a Red Prism to 199. Color match. And then our base cards. I forgot how many numbered cards you get out of this product. It's ridiculous. Crazy how many numbered cards you get out of this. Like we got some more yellows. All right, refractor of Kang. Ronan the Accuser, probably some sort of yellow something or other. And a Quicksilver. Yellow Rainbow, not numbered. And a yellow Spotlight out of 399. I don't know if Punisher's in this set or not. I don't remember. I don't think he is. They usually don't use him a ton. All right, we got a green and another red, it looks like here. Dr. Doom action. All right, Norman Osborn refractor. Red Thanos, that's pretty cool looking. And then something green here. Beta Ray Bill. Some weird artwork on that one. Out of 99. So decent numbering on that one. And I don't think this red is numbered. Yeah, Red Rainbow, non-numbered. We'll sleeve up the out of 99. Not the ideal character, but yeah, some more reds in this one. Mephisto action. Put this over here. All right, Vision. There's a Hela. Red Prism, I believe. Oh, we hit an auto. We hit a Writer auto. On the Captain Marvel. Creator auto Red Rainbow. I don't know how hard or easy it is to hit a rainbow out of these, but too bad it wasn't a Bagley on a Carnage. So that is probably our hit in this box, if I had to imagine. I think it's actually a woman. Kelly Sue DeConnick. Guessing that is not a man. I'm hit or miss on sketch cards. It just totally depends on how the card looks. I mean, I've seen some sketches get pulled, and I've opened some sketches that just look amazing. And then you get some that look not so great. All right, we got an Iron Man there. Red Guardian box. If you had the Red Guardian slot in the break, you are living your best life. Yellow Rainbow. And then a hollow foil of the cover variant. Medusa. Phoenix, Storm, Morbius. 1, 2, 3. I know a boutique grader you could send to. Something different in this one, or maybe it's just a weird bordering. She-Hulk, Kang cover variants. Another Ronan the Accuser. Rocket Raccoon, second hit for him. I don't know what this is. Platinum Duos. Guessing some sort of insert. Captain America and the Winter Soldier. Rainbow. I'm too rusty on my Marvel Platinum product knowledge. It's been too long since I opened it. All right. Let's see what we got. Yeah. That is the 99. And then I have the 97, I have the 97 there and the 99 there. I do not have a 98. Scarlet Witch. We have a black Elektra. That's pretty clean looking. Not numbered. Then another duos. Not a rainbow on that one. All right, last pack. Yeah, the 97 is just the regular credentials. The 99 is the future. So that one's numbered out of like 30 something. I actually don't like the 98 one as much. The 99 one is my favorite out of all of them. And I have both versions of that one. I have just the regular essential credentials, and I also have the future. The future is the one that's on the desk. I don't think I have. Yeah, the other one's not on the desk. All right, last pack. Let's see what we got here. All right. Nightmare Refractor. Nick Fury purple. Purple rainbow. And just a cover variant. All right. So nothing too crazy out of that box. Probably the Writer auto. Obviously being the biggest hit and an out of 99. So nothing too wild. All right. Manu, are you still here, Manu? You better still be here, Manu. Set those over there for now. Manu said something spicy was sitting in Spider-Man Metal. Did he leave the chat and not hang around for it? Oh, okay, there he is. He's there. So I'm gonna. All right, hold on. All right, Manu. The best hits were a Writer auto and an out of 99 Beta Ray. All right, here's the question for you, Manu. Left or right? Nope, Manu gets the answer. Left. Manu says left. Okay. Left it is. Right goes back in the stash. Nope. Nope. You said left, Manu. This is all on you. Right here. This is all on you. Yeah. You had all the heat on you. This was your idea. Boy, I haven't opened one of these in forever. So if my memory is correct, it's one numbered card per box. That's either a PMG or a light FX. So you are not guaranteed a PMG. I had This is one of the most fun products. Marvel Dan Dos Santos Masterpieces was probably the most fun I had opening a product. This is pretty high up there. There's some wild times opening this Cameron product. I have not opened one of these in years. I forget when this came out, but I have not opened one of these since shortly after they came out. And I opened a decent amount of these. I'm surprised these haven't actually gone up more. Like, once again, these are 350-ish a box. And I would much rather open 2 of these than one Topps Chrome, in my opinion. All right. See what we got. I don't know why I'm shuffling the packs. All these cards are mine. We got the penny sleever on standby if we hit something big. And let's dive in here. So PMG is obviously the big chase that you want out of this. I believe it's 4 cards per pack, and the hit's always in the 3rd slot. No, it's 6 cards per pack. Trying to remember the cadence of these. Amazing Carnage right off the rip. Love the artwork on the Carnage. There's a null. Little Black Bolt action. There's our gold. Yeah, the hit slot's the 5th card back. Gold variants. And then the high series. Okay. So base, high series, parallels. Yeah, single prices on these have come down quite a bit. Packs are a pain to open. Like we have a red in this box. Cards are sticking together a little bit. All right. Scarlet Spider. Rhino action. And then the Shriek. Spider-Man 2099. And then the Shriek and the High Series. I forgot about the Grandiose. You get a couple of these per box. My memory is correct. I gotta switch these piles up a little bit. There we go. Okay. That's better. Mags. Dud pack, just 2 high series cards. I still remember when Scandell hit like 3 PMGs out of one pack. All right. High series. It's like another dud pack here. Yeah, just 2 low series cards in that one. No insert. Oh, we hit a metal card. These are actually could be pretty pricey depending on the character on the metallurgies. Gold. Oh, high series. All right, let's see what we got. Oh, little Mysterio aluminum. Planet Metal. You could hit like numbered versions of the or rare versions of those if my memory is correct. If I was in my prime opening this product, I would have recognized that when I picked up the pack because they feel heavier. All right. Little MJ. Always really like this Iron Man artwork on this card. And we have our other Grandiose. We got a She-Hulk. I'm not a big Invincible guy, but I've heard good things about that set. Same with the what the hell's the other one that just came out that Ham's been talking about? The Amazon show, The Boys. I've heard some pretty good things about that set as well. Base. Oh, we got one of the God, I'm blanking on the names of all these inserts. I knew this stuff so well. Palladiums. Little black tarantula. Palladium. I'm gonna sleeve this because these scratch really easy. All right, so we got a metal and we got a palladium. Still no numbered card. I think they're once more and more of the artwork gets linked, they're gonna eat it up. Oh, okay. I think we have our numbered card here. And it looks like an orange, which oranges are out of 25 in this. So potentially no PMG. But it looks like we have our orange. So this is an orange FX. I believe the 25. My memory is correct. Sentry. Damn it. Yep. 7 of 25. Couldn't be a better character. This is all Manu's fault. Maybe we'll still hit a PMG. It is possible. I've definitely seen more than one come out of a box. So Century Orange to 25. Definitely not the worst character you can hit, but not the best. Something can still happen. You're not wrong. You are not wrong. Could hit a sketch. Could not be able to get this pack open that I currently have in my hand. Ironheart. Captain Marvel. Gold Tombstone. And a high series Black Cat. 1, 2, 3 packs to go to bail you out, Manu. Manu's sweating bullets over there. I think. We got a sketch. We had a sketch, Manu. We hit a sketch, and it looks like it is a Doc Ock sketch. Oh, that's actually pretty good looking. That's not too shabby. I don't know who the artist is. Anyone familiar with this person's work? I'm terrible at sketch artists. Yeah, that's a pretty good sketch. All right, so sketch and an out of 25. Can't complain about that. I like the style. All right, 2 packs to go. Does she have anything else in her? Does she have any juice left in her? Nope. High series, high series. All right, last pack. All sketches are 101s. That is the artist right there. All right, well, last pack. We get some last pack magic. I don't think so. Nope. Double high series. Carnage high series. One of the better ones to open, but zilch on the last pack. Not a bad box, though. We hit a metallurgy, hit a sketch, hit an out of 25. V Friends is not for me. If it's for you, cool. It's not for me. I should sleeve this. I don't know if this will fit in a regular sleeve or not. Ah, well. All right. Palladium, Black Tarantula, not the best. The metal, aluminum, Mysterio. Yeah. An above average box, I would say. We did hit an out of 25. Not the greatest character in the world, not the worst, mid tier. Helps that he was just in the movie. And then the Doc Ock sketch as well. Cool sketch. I feel like Doc Ock is one that you don't see a ton on sketches. And yes, for someone that asked, for those watching this that aren't familiar with sketches, all sketches are 101s because it's unique. This was hand drawn. This is it. It's the only one that's out there. Let's open the right box and see what could have been. We'll save the right box for another time, not this evening. I wrap this thing up pretty quick here. Chat. Do you boys and girls have any other burning questions on anything? Otherwise, I'm gonna wrap this thing up and get a decent night's sleep before the first full day of football. Weekly sports card market update will be up at 8 a.m. Eastern tomorrow morning. And then beyond that, no idea what I have planned for content for the week because I don't figure it out until the last minute. I do need to get the I need to get a TCG video out. I haven't put up a TCG video on the TCG channel in like a while. Browns prediction tomorrow. They lose a close-ish one. They hang around for a while, and then the Bengals eventually put them away. I think the Bengals are going to come out looking to put the bad juju of we suck the first couple of games of the season, but I could be wrong on that. I don't know if the Browns, they're the Browns. They have Joe Flacco as their starting quarterback. He's like 60 years old. So that's where I'm at with that. Burrow gonna cook. stack up Burrow and Jamar Chase and all your DFS lineups with all the other donkeys. But yeah, we're going to wrap things up there, I think. Thanks for popping in on the impromptu live. I like the Game of Thrones Rittenhouse product. I only like the autographs. I don't like the inserts. But a lot of the autos are really cool. So good luck in your fantasy leagues tomorrow. Good luck in your survival pools. Good luck in your betting. Good luck in your DFS. Good luck degenning. Remember, you could always go buy a repack if you want to pull the old Drake May, in my opinion. But I am by no means a fantasy expert. I do play a lot of fantasy football, but that's not I did not go down that content path. All right, everybody. Catch boys and girls tomorrow with the weekly sports card market update. Probably a video on Monday, and then we'll be back at it Tuesday. Peace.